Jack Carter grew up in a small town, and from the age of 6 until he joined the Navy, he worked in a peanut warehouse. He later earned degrees in physics and law, worked in finance, and started his own investment company. His father is Jimmy Carter. Today, Jack is running for senator from the state of Nevada. Want to know why? Because this country needs more independent voices in the Senate.
My opponent has supported the Bush administration 96% of the time since he took office. He does not have an independent voice. He is Washington's voice to Nevada and not Nevada's voice to Washington. I don't want to be one of the Democrats like my opponent is one of the Republicans. Representative government means that you represent the people in your state, and you represent them as an independent voice. He works for the Bush administration, and I'm going to work for you.
The Bush administration is telling you they know national security. So how come they keep getting it wrong?
Whether intentionally or not, our leaders misled us about Iraq. We can't tell for sure because our Republican-controlled Congress has blocked investigations into the matter. We have taken our eye off of al-Qaeda, forgotten Osama bin Laden. I'll work to refocus our national security on al-Qaeda and direct threats to the United States.
It's a national disgrace how Congress has failed to take care of the men and women in uniform who are risking their lives in Iraq and Afghanistan.
Our government is not honoring the contract with our returned servicemen and women. Veterans' health care funding should reflect the high esteem with which we hold our veterans. As a returned serviceman myself, I have a vested interest in making sure that our veterans are taken care of. I will work to restore a fully funded VA and honor our contract to all who have served our country.
Gas prices going through the roof, and all Congress can think to do is unleash big oil. Who came up with that one?
The Bush administration has pulled a cloak of secrecy over its operations. This is not the way that a government ought to run things. Vice President Cheney met with oil executives about our energy policy 2 or 3 years ago, and he still will not let anybody know who came to that meeting or what they talked about. How are we supposed to judge how our laws are made when we can't even get those kinds of things out of the federal government? The government is supposed to be for the people and not for the corporation.
At a time when the cost of health care is going up faster than oil prices, Congress passes a law that makes record profits for the insurance and pharmaceutical companies.
The cost of health care in this country is skyrocketing, and the money we spend is not always going towards better care. Right now, 31 cents out of every health care dollar goes to administrative cost. At the same time, there are 430,000 Nevadans without health care, and 100,000 of those are children. Furthermore, my opponent voted to prevent Medicare from shopping for cheaper drugs. I will work to restore common sense to our health care system.
What happened to all our budget watchdogs? Where'd they go? This Republican-controlled Congress spends money faster than a teenager with a no-limit credit card.
The Republican-controlled Congress, in conjunction with the Bush administration, has proven that our children's money is not safe in their hands. Our national deficit increases daily because our government spends more than it collects, and it borrows the difference between economic competitors like Japan and China. This is where financial mismanagement becomes an issue of national security. I will reintroduce sound business practices and reinstitute the pay-as-you-go policy that worked so well in the 1990s. Our financial future depends on it. My name is Jack Carter, and I'll be Nevada's voice to Washington. I'm Jack Carter, and I approve this message.